Good evening, everyone. It's me again. It's time for my daily feed, my Prove Me Wrong feed. Excuse my lighting. Again, I have to be in my car. I can't be around my kids when I smoke. I gotta go and find somewhere peaceful to smoke. I can't do this in my own home. It doesn't matter what it's for, so excuse my lighting, but I felt that I needed to come and do this. I told you all I'm going to do this every day, and I meant it every day. Every day, I'm going to do this. So I had a lot of people message, a lot of people call, a lot of interesting things brought up. And we need to know how true they are. Are they rumors? Are they facts? Let's get to the bottom. Let's start asking questions, everybody. It's now. We got to start making these changes now. It's already April. Pretty soon it's going to be November, and we'll be sitting here with this idiot again telling us more lies, trying to get our votes again. So we need to start doing these changes now. A big topic people messaged today was IHS. I really thought IHS was doing okay, and then this week I just started hearing all this crazy stuff. All this crazy stuff. Man, we're letting this person just go up there and just throw around our president's power, our tribe's power. Not an affiliate. She's not qualified to be doing what she's doing. If so, I'd like to see the qualifications. So I brought up a Miss Rainey Anjadi yesterday, and I wasn't too sure what was going on with her. I had just heard that she had resigned. I just couldn't understand why she would resign. I don't know if any of you know Rainey, but she's Rainey. Quiet, nice. I just can't picture her any other way. I can't imagine Rainey treating anybody in such a way that they would have to be bullying her, or almost like a bully, or a tyrant towards her. And Rainey's a tribal member who has been there for a very long time. Very long. She knows what she's doing. She's worked there, got the experience, learned everything she needed to know about that place. Miss Chavez, could we see your credentials? Could we see what gives you the right to go up there and throw our tribal power around? I don't remember as a tribal member saying, here, Helen, do this and treat our people this way too. I don't remember that. How are we going to keep allowing these non-tribals to treat us this way with such disrespect? So Miss Chavez, if you could please show us your credentials. What is your current title? I have a lot of notes here, guys, a lot of notes. Man, it's a lot to put into one feed. Everything people want to know, people want to find out. I like to do my feeds late so that in the morning y'all can get up and see my feeds and just think about it. Let these things sink in your head and think about it throughout the day. Think about what our leaders are doing to us, what this does to us in the long run. Okay, these are really important, okay? Ms. Chavez, I would like to know if our pharmacy is fully staffed right now. Do we have a fully staffed pharmacy? I'd like to know, who's your assistant? Do you have an assistant, Helen? Does somebody help you type up your reports? because I don't remember anybody being assigned to do that. So I'm just wondering if there's anyone doing that for you, if you've maybe just taken it upon yourself and said, come on, you're gonna help me today with these. I hope you're not pulling anybody from another department that is already lacking. It's really important to our people. I hope you're not. You all understand, these departments at the hospital are really vital to us. Vital, crucial to some of us. I mean, these are important. For someone to just go pull someone else to do their job. And then I hear that we will be bringing back some of our old employees back to IHS, just like we do for our tribe. I didn't know we could do that either. This is all news to me. It's just, boom, just hits you in the face, all this stuff you find out. But yeah, so instead of these people that are retiring, instead of them training the new people coming in, no, we're going to bring them back. We're going to bring them back. Why? Don't you think that is part of your job? To train the new ones coming in as you're leaving? Doesn't that make sense? I'm not understanding. I need someone to help me understand this. Helen, maybe you could help me understand this. Maybe, who's above you? Who's above you? Who could help me understand this? I'd like to know. Gabe, she loves to throw your name out there. Tell me, Gabe, what gives her this right? Show me the proof that says Helen is qualified to be doing what she's doing. Because I just remember Helen being a lab tech. I keep saying, if you don't know what you're doing, don't try to do the job. Don't just see the green and just say, okay, I'm going to do it, because you're going to fail. And when you fail, all of us. So you all need to make sure when our leaders just offer you this job, if you don't know it, don't do it. Take my directors, my previous directors. They need to find another job. Kateri's field her degree is in something else. She needs to move on. Let somebody else come and see if they can maybe do a little better. Terry Lee, she needs to move on too. She shouldn't be there either. Not at all. Not with the public afraid, no. Not just to, go work out 2 hours a day. It's documented. Miss Johnson keeps a book of everybody who works out. Y'all need to start looking into all this. Goodness. Look at all these comments, these notes. Do y'all not see this? I just found out we had a position open for a dietary manager. Wow. That's kind of a big job, don't y'all think? Don't you think it should be somebody who's certified? I found out that, don't get me wrong, the person that got the job is just the sweetest. She is one of the sweetest people I know. But sweetness does not make you qualified. No. This dietary manager is really important to our people. What they put into their bodies, our elders, it matters. So you should really know, you should really understand each patient, each of their dietary needs, what each food could do to them, to the medications, how they interact with them. Because food does interact with medication. Drinks interact with medication. They don't have to have alcohol. Just certain drinks. These are things that are really important. So you want to make sure that the person that is put in this position, that got this position, is qualified, has the proper knowledge to be doing such an important job for our elders, for our people. So I would like to see our new dietary manager's qualifications. I'd like to see these. This is so important. I talked yesterday about how our elders are treated. How are we going to continue to do this to our elders? Do you not understand that our elders are so special, delicate? Imagine you give them the wrong diet. How are you going to fix that? How are you going to fix that? You can't. Just like when they slammed my aunt's fingers, they can't fix that. So you should be really careful. These are just common sense things. If you're going to put somebody in such an important position, common sense says you better make sure that they know what they're doing. So I think we need to see this one's qualifications as well. Man, all these people so close to Gabe, so close. How do you justify that? How do you explain these people in these positions without any qualifications? It's literally right here in our face, and everyone just chooses to ignore it, I guess. How many of you applied for that position? How many of you applied for that position and know you were qualified, but were just pushed aside because you're not buddies with Gabe, you're not anything with any of these people? Speak up. If you applied, not just here, but for any job on our reservation, and you know you were qualified and you should have gotten it because the other people that applied were not, speak up. Speak up. Speak your mind, because this is important. We gotta scratch my back system here. You scratch mine, I'll scratch yours. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's just out there. My previous coworker, she applied for housing positions. This lady can tell you everything about those housing laws, the codes, everything. She's been there a long time. Did she get the job? No. She did not. So all these people just put in these jobs, these important jobs that affect each of us. Miss Kylene, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But do you understand these messages? Look at these questions here. Do you understand calorie count, proteins, BMIs? Any of this? Do you understand how what they eat affects each of these things? The medications. I'm saying, if you do not know this job, don't take it. Come on, y'all. Don't just look at the money. Don't just look at the money. Look at the qualifications and say, oh, no, I can't do that. I cannot do that. You know, this is what happened to me. I had applied at the court years ago for drug court. I got the position because that's my field. That's my area. But a lady who had already lost the program didn't like it, and she went down to you know, the front office, and they gave it to her. They gave her that position and moved me to child support without asking me if I was qualified to go work over there. Nothing. They just put me there. My little 2-minute interview with the then director. And even he said, this is kind of crazy, but this is what they said has to be done. So there I was. So y'all need to stop just taking these jobs they just stick you in, because some of them are really important. Health-wise, man, these are really big things. Helen, Kailina, we need to see your qualifications. We need to make sure you know what you're doing. Helen, we need to make sure you know what you're doing, that you're qualified to be throwing our tribe around, using it as your backbone. Using my tribe as your backbone. Y'all better start being more respectful. Remember whose land you're on. Man, we just allow them to come do all of this. You see this? Does she know anything about diabetic or dialysis and or kidney diet? And how many fluids they are allowed? Man, these are some important things. Our dietary manager, I hope you know all these things. I hope you can show us. I hope you can prove to us, because I'm asking for proof. I'm asking for proof that you are capable, that you have the qualifications to take care of our elders, our people that need help with their health. See, this isn't my field. Even I know I shouldn't be doing this. So, do you? We need to know. What else we got here? Oh, man, I got a message today about a lady who has been with accounting for almost 30 years. And she resigned. What's going on? Man, you all should look into this one, because this lady has been here a long time. Very good lady. Honest, quiet, does her job. Anybody can tell you that. She does her job. I don't ever see her leave that desk until it's her break. Literally her break. She follows the schedule. This is the only person I know that does that. And she resigned. Why? Why? My thought was, why do we have these non-tribals above her? Above her, even. I mean, there's even others that they should not be above. Who's scratching Gabe's back? How are we just going to allow this? None of you are going to answer us. It's okay. You keep our people wondering. I'll answer them. I'll answer them. You know, you all have this judge doing all this stuff to you, taking your babies. All of these judges. But Judge Dahl, Nelva, you know, just doing things without any regard to our rights. Why do you think? Why do you think they're doing it? Because we allow them. Nobody's monitoring them. You all can report. There's a state board. Judge Dahl and Elva have to abide by the state board. Report them. Report them. Tell them how they violate your rights. Write it all down. Turn in all your documentation with it. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, it'll help. It'll help open their ears and say, man, we are getting all these reports on these two individuals. Why? Maybe they'll come and see themselves. It's sad that some of our people have to resign because they know the difference between right and wrong. I have a feeling that's what happened here with this accounting lady, with Miss Anjali, being mistreated because you will not do wrong. You will not allow people who do wrong to treat you ugly, who have no business treating you that way. They can't keep quiet. You speak up, they're going to have to answer. They're going to have to answer. I have a question regarding our school. Okay. Let's talk about our school, because this was brought up in tons of messages, and this has been an ongoing issue with parents forever. Is why don't my baby get to play? Why don't my baby get more play time? Even I have asked, and my answer was shocking from this coach. You know, they're not winners. They don't know how to get those points. And when our points get high enough, we'll put them in. When it's safe to take a few missed shots. When did we start teaching our kids that? It should be everybody. So these coaches up there, I'd like to know if any of you have seen where these coaches live. Our basketball coach. Coach, what is his name? Chavez. Is it Chavez? Our basketball coach. Where does he live? What does he drive? Man, I'd like to know his salary. His yearly salary. To own such lavish things, man. That's interesting. It's crazy. I'd like to see how he could afford to drive these things. Take these vacations. Wow. How? Don't y'all think it's about time we start asking how, why, who? What? Who helps them? Where do they get all this from? A Maserati. Oh my gosh, a white Maserati. We got Frizzell over here buying condos. Job number 2 there. Then we're over here with a coach. Man, a high school, Mescalero High School basketball coach with a Maserati. Be good to know if he owns that Maserati or if he pays on it. And if he owns it, how? Good to know. How are you all okay with teaching our children this? You're not good enough. You stay right there until we're willing to take a chance on you. Who are you to say? How are they ever going to get better if you don't let them try? Shame on you. Shame on you. These are all things we need to have looked into. All of this is crazy. How are you all, like all you people that message me these things? Why are we not talking about this? Why are we not bringing these up? We should be demanding our general meetings for Gabe to open his stupid Facebook page and update us, let us talk and let us comment and let us ask him questions. Since he don't want to face us face to face, the coward could at least face us on here. But he can't. He cannot justify all the wrong he has been doing. Wow, it's just crazy that Mr. Aguilar misses so much work for sports. Mr. Aguilar, do you miss for each of your children's sports or just certain ones? That's also a good question. Very good question. If you cannot love your children, how are you going to love your people? Because love isn't money. Love is time. Doing things with them. Getting that memory. You know, making those memories with them. Giving them something to remember you by. Except a dollar bill. I mean, who wants to be remembered as money? Nobody. I would like to know who checks on our BIA staff. On all of them. Who makes sure they're doing their jobs? Who makes sure that they're not violating our people's rights? We have special agents assigned here. What are they doing? We have, what is Jackson's title? What is it? Drug Force, Special Agent, Drug Task Force. Are you really, Jackson? Is that really what you are? Because that's not what you pull up as. Who gave you that title? Is that title what makes you feel so big that you can go and push people around and be disrespectful to my people? Who are all you people here? Like, how did you all get here? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Who else is there? What other police officer do we have here that just something just don't sit right with them? Just like to harass and pick at people. People need to start looking into them. We need to find out who watches BIA, who checks on our officers, who makes sure that they're out there patrolling, keeping us safe. Protect and serve. So who makes sure they're doing that? Who makes sure all the BIA staff over there in that little building is doing their job and not abusing it, but doing their job? You know, they have a lot of power over us. So it would be good to know if they're doing their job correctly. So if any of you know who we can contact to make sure that they're being watched and doing their job right, let me know. These rumors that I heard, that I mentioned tonight, let me know. Let me know your thoughts or what you've heard. It's pretty interesting to hear all these things. That this accounting woman would just resign after all these years, almost 30 years. What did she see that she refused to work with? That Miss Injati is just going to resign from IHS as well after all these years. Would you all work in those conditions? Would you let someone treat you like that? Good for you, Rainey. I wouldn't let her treat me that way either. Nope. Miss Chavez, you better start treating our people better. Our people give you that job. Go work at another hospital, another IHS. You better remember, it's privilege that we allow you to be here. I don't remember ever seeing people be ugly to you. So how are you going to be ugly to them? And who is Gabe that you're going to keep saying, I have the backing of Gabe and the tribe? You don't have my backing. Because this is my tribe too, and I don't remember giving you my backing. I don't even know what that means. A backing to what? What would you even need a backing for? What would you even need a backing for? A supervisor does not need a backing. A backing. Are you a supervisor? I'm just calling you a supervisor. I don't even know what you are. The last I knew, you were a lab tech, and I'm over here giving you a supervisor title. Wow. That's crazy. Miss Chavez, you remember this is our tribe. All of us. Not just Mr. Aguilar. Mr. Aguilar's time will end soon. November's coming soon. Hopefully he can go on vacation with all his money he has. I really don't care. As long as he ain't sitting in that office doing any more wrong, lying to us, hiding anything else from us, I don't care. I don't care where he goes. He can take all his crooks with him. And yes, they'll go with him. Once he's out, that's our next step, to work on them. Work down this chain and just start taking it apart. Gabe, Tyner. Oh man, Tyner, I can't believe you're still working. I can't even understand. I can't understand how we allow Tyner to work. Frizzell. I laugh every time I think about Frizzell and his crazy response to his HR report giving us demands on pay. Oh, Frizzell, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You have the nerve. The nerve. Mr. Frizzell Jr. You must really think highly of you. Who fills your head? Who fills your head like this? Let's start talking about these kickbacks from Warner. All these top heads over there get. I want to see all this. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. All that money that comes in, let's see where it goes. All the money that we send them, let's see who gets what, where it's distributed. Tomorrow, we're going to have to do a feed on all this reporting we got. Keep the comments coming, people. Watch my videos, comment, ask me something. I'll comment back. I'll do another live. I'll answer you. Gabe, comment, I'll answer you. Tyner, comment, I'll answer you. Frizzell Jr., comment, I'll answer you. Judge Dahl, Nelva, Miss Chavez, even though you have the whole tribe backing you, I'll answer you. If it's not too scary, I'll try to answer you. Y'all crazy. Forgetting where you came from, forgetting who put you there. Your heart should be with your people instead of catering to all these people doing wrong. Stop paying these directors that aren't doing their job. Why are we paying them to fail a program? An important program. Each of them, very important. Very important. Lots of money. Lots of lives involved. And we're going to put just anybody in there? oh, because that's their friend, or we feel sorry for them. Man. Why was Frizzell Jr. brought back? Why was he brought back? Such crazy allegations, or such findings. Not even allegations, findings from the HR department. And he was brought back, and he was even allowed to make demands. Crazy Frizzell. Y'all go by his house, all you antler people that walk around and look for antlers. Walk by his house. Go look in his yard. He has a no trespassing sign. Crazy that you can put that up on our reservation. But anyway, he has that sign there, so I assume you can only go so far. Go walk over there. Take your camera. Take pictures of his vehicles. I've just heard that we have in-vehicles parked over there. I'd like to know what our in-vehicles are doing over there. I'd like to know why Mr. Frizzell Jr. has our in-vehicles at his home. And if you don't, then show me. Show me. Because I don't know why he's still there. If it's proven you have his criminal record, you have that HR report, why is he still there? And I don't even understand why we would give him the option to resign. I guess out of pity. But move on already. Let's find us somebody who's educated, who knows what they're doing, who can run our enterprise and start getting us some real numbers so that we can stop giving our money to Warner. Man, Frizzell, what does Warner give you that you just keep giving them our money? Let's see all these books. Dang, illegal hunting. You got illegal hunting going on too? What the heck, Gabe? Nelva? How are they getting away with all of this? Nelva, is this what we hired you for? We just let go. We just let go of our tribal attorney and brought Nelva because we thought, oh, let's let go of the white man and let's hire us a tribal. And man, we were so happy. So happy to have you. And man, look what you're doing. Shame on you, Nelva. Shame on you, Nelva. Let's see, rumor. I heard that the COO and other IMG directors had a party in the COO office. I did too. I've heard this too, with the stripper and drugs. Yes, I've heard this too. This would be good to know. Has that ever been investigated? Because that's a serious allegation. That's a serious allegation. Man, Mr. Frizzell. Nelva, are you getting a cut? Is something coming to you? What's all this? These are just questions. You don't like them? Prove me wrong. Frizzell Jr., shoot. Put us up in your condos. I have a nephew and niece that need a place to stay. I have a friend who has kids that needs a place to stay. Are you renting out your place by your dad's? Let me know. Dang, we got people in need of homes and you're just over here buying them up. Holy cow. Man, I want to work for Warner. Dang. Must be nice. I'm going to apply to be the next CEO of the casino, I guess, or maybe the basketball coach for MAS. Oh, no. Some of the kids are graduating this year. Won't be as important. I'd like to see what these graduating kids get this year. It's really important that we encourage our kids to continue their education. That we just continue and push them, help them. Every year our school has done this. Every year our school board has gone out and given our students laptops, iPad, anything to help them with their college and to get them going. But listen to this, okay? Last year, our graduating class, the COVID class, the class that was going to begin online everything because of COVID. Their graduation was messed up because of COVID. Everything was stripped from these graduating students last year because of COVID. Okay. This would have been the time you would think, man, let's give them a laptop or something so they can do their online classes. Did any of them get that? No. Mrs. Aguilar, Miss Robin Aguilar, could you explain that? Could you explain to us parents of these 2020 graduates, how you justify that you didn't think that this COVID year they needed any type of technology? No, they needed a parade. This parade is going to help them move on in college. A parade. You graduating students from 2020, let me know how that parade helped you with your college experience. How it helped you with your online classes. Every time you were logging in at another laptop or you had to go buy one. Did you think about the parade they had for you and it just made you feel better? Miss Aguilar, let's hear from you. Let's hear why our students from COVID 2020 got nothing. I'd like to know why my little baby didn't get anything. And let's see what the graduating class this year gets. Don't get me wrong. I truly hope that you push them and give them all you can to help them succeed, because that's what we should be doing with every class. Not just the class you don't like. Why? Why did they not get nothing? And if that's not true, prove it. You're here for our kids, our advocate, our victim's advocate. Y'all should talk to some of these victims that have been helped. Hear their stories. But it's understandable. Again, it comes back to job experience. Y'all start asking questions. Think about my video last night. I'm really interested to know on who uses marijuana on our reservation and why. There's no wrong answers. There's no wrong answers here, because there's no reason that marijuana would be bad in any situation, whether it's medically, whether it's just to enjoy. There's literally no wrong reason to use marijuana. None. And if our leaders had taken the time to educate themselves, especially since they weren't going to ask for our input, They should have educated themselves. They're paid a lot of money to do these things, like all of this for our tribe, to know what they're saying yes and no to. Not just wake up and say, oh, what do you want? Yes or no. Not just listen to one council member because it's the gateway drug. No. I don't even know how he can say that. And I'm sure you know who you are, sir. You all feel free to call me in. I will come into those chambers any day, and answer any question you want. I'll come in and educate you on THC, the benefits of THC. I can come in and I can read you my letter that I submitted to HR on one of your departments. That is, I believe, like the 3rd, 4th, 5th letter on that department from staff. And that's not even counting clients. That's just from staff. So let's start looking into these directors. Maybe move them around, put them where they need to be, where they're more appropriate for. If they have a degree there, put them there. If they don't have a degree there, and they have shown that they're not capable of doing it, let them go. Move them. Let's stop paying our directors to work out. And if you're going to do this whole exercise thing where you allow us to go work out for 30 minutes, make sure it's 30 minutes. It shouldn't be getting ready, however long that takes you to change and get ready. Go work out for a whole 30 minutes to an hour. Shower. Shower. And then come back and sit back at your desk and eat. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? We're paying you to work out and then you're going to come and defeat the purpose? Just saying. Yeah, we just got to start cornering these council members, just like they did us when they hounded you all that time for your vote. Let's hound them back. Let's hound them back. Have them answer these questions. This is not fair to have all these people in there in charge of us. It is not fair to have all these non-tribal members treating us this way, being so disrespectful and throwing our power around. Apparently, we have power. So, look into all of this, all of you. Let all these things sink into your head and think about it and start speaking up before it's too late. Before November comes and that idiot is running again trying to ask for our votes. Don't let him back in. Don't let that man lie to you. Don't let him sit there and ask, oh, for prayers. I'll give you a prayer when you give me an answer. I'll praise you. I'll give you a little praise even. You give me an answer. One answer. We ask you hundreds of questions, Gabe. Can you answer one question? So I touched a lot of points, a lot of notes, a lot of things people brought up today, yesterday evening. Keep them coming. I'll bring them up every day. You don't want your name mentioned? Don't. Let me know. I won't mention it. I won't mention it. I don't care. These people know where I live. You call me in, Gabe. Be professional. Come tell me. Send one of your little people to give me an appointment. Oh, maybe you can send a certified letter again. Oh, crazy. So it is really late, but I wanted to do my feed because every day I'm going to do my Prove Me Wrong feed. until we get rid of these crooks, until we start seeing what they're doing with our money, running our casino into the ground while they build their lives up high. Just building up their lives and live in luxury while we're over here sharing our homes with 3, 4, 5 different families, trying to accommodate to all these babies, helping them. You all should be ashamed of yourself. Open your doors, let them stay with you. Open your condos, your new homes. Coach, pick them up in your Maserati and take them over to the condos. Let's help them out. Let's help them out. My tribal members, stop letting these people be so disrespectful to you. Put them in their place. Helen Chavez, I dare you to come and be disrespectful to me. I dare you to come and tell me you have the backing of my tribe. We'll sit down and have a long talk about respect and how you should have some for this place you work on, that you've worked on for so long. Your children are here. Their families from here. You don't think you should respect this place, these people? I do. I think you should start learning some respect. We need to sit down with all these people that we hire, all these non-tribals, and teach them, explain to them our ways. Explain to them the things we do and do not do, because apparently they don't know, and you're just hiring them and letting them do whatever they want to our people. Take our babies away. Put them with people we don't know. How do we know that they're not hurting our babies? This is why we're not supposed to remove our babies, because of that very situation. So we're just going to have it happen twice, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many times. Y'all better fight for your babies, your people, your tribe. Don't let nobody be disrespectful to you. You tell them, this is your land. They better be respectful to you, because you're allowing them to be here, to work here. Our tribal people that are out of a job, put them back in. Let's fight for them. Let's get Rainey in there where she needs to be. Let's get a dietary manager in there who's going to keep our people safe, who know what they're doing. And Kylina, if you know what you're doing and you're certified, show me. I'll apologize for all of this, but I want to see it first, because this is an important job. Tomorrow maybe we'll talk about this HR report from Mr. Frizzell. Maybe we can talk about our housing issue, since we seem to have so many condos and houses just popping up everywhere for everybody. Let's address our housing issue. Everybody share this. Everybody ask people. Share their comments. Why do they smoke? Why? What are your thoughts on them changing our laws without your input? Do you think it's right for them to keep taking our rights from us? Who's going to investigate all these rumors? Partying in the COO's office is a huge, huge allegation. Strippers and drugs, that's huge. That's huge. You all need to have that investigated. That needs to come out. That needs to come out. I'd like to know how Mr. Frizzell Jr. has a gaming license. I want to know how he has his gaming license. How he's able to operate our casino. Such a huge entity for us. One of our biggest. Come on, let's get some answers. I'll be back tomorrow. Every day. You don't want to share? I will. I'm not a coward, Gabe. Tyner. Nelva. Judge Dahl. We'll get you home. We'll get you somewhere. Not here, though. We just need to get you off. You just need to get back home, get somewhere, but you don't need to be here. Miss Chavez, apparently you don't either. Yep, let's look into all these. I'll get back with you all tomorrow. Another episode as Prove Me Wrong. Waiting for the cowards to answer, these criminals to answer me. I asked for Miss Aguilar's response tonight. I'd like to know why our babies last year weren't important. And I'd like to know what's this year's plan for these graduating babies. Because all our babies are important. Not one of them is more important than the next. Not one. They're all our babies. Shame. Shame on all of you. My tribal people, you all have a good night. You stay safe. Remember, watch out for BIA. Just can't trust some of them. Giving themselves these big titles, making themselves feel big. Be careful with them. Remember, you film everything with them, with everybody. Film it. We got liars here. Liars. Let's hear your input. Keep it coming. We'll get them out soon enough. We'll have a new office in there. You all sleep good. Talk to you tomorrow. Share my video so these cowards can see it. Good night.